Hi, Sanna Mäki. You work at the University of Turku at the Department of Geography and Geology, and you have developed one of the first digital exams in Finland in the matriculation exams. And what do we assess in the geography exam?
Actually, it was the first digital exam, so it was really the first time they wrote an exam digitally in geography. And in geography we started to make the exam from three principles that we want to test how they think geographically. So geographical thinking was the first thing that we wanted to assess, and the second one is the literacy, geographical literacy, and the third thing is the geographical presentation skills. So how to understand world and the different scales, places, regions, how to interpret the data and how to interpret environment. So we use data in the exam, and then how to make presentations that make the complex world simpler.
And how do you think that digitalization changed these exams?
So it has changed it quite a lot, because in the paper world we could not ask the students to produce much things more than text. Well, they did draw maps, they did draw some sketches, but most it was text writing. And now we use a lot of data. We give them data to work with, so they don't have to memorize things and then kind of write down what they memorized. But they work with the data that we give, like videos, maps, figures, statistical data, texts, and even map overlays. And we can ask them to process the data and produce some other forms of presentations like diagrams or drawings or whatever. We have the tools, like the Excel type of tools or drawing tools in the exam.
Do you see any risks with these new types of exams, digital exams?
Of course, it's a kind of a moment in the process that some students are really skillful in these tools and some are not. And we have to kind of deal with the situation where the skills are really varying in different schools and different candidates that take the exam. And we have to make the exam in a way that it is kind of comfortable for everybody, but it has something interesting and new to tackle with. I think we succeeded quite well. Of course, the risk are also that we make so many things, or we make the students to do so many things in the exam, and they have a lot of cognitive load that they are not prepared for. But it went quite well. They know the tools and they know how to deal with the environment that they are now using in the exam. So it was quite good.
How about the feedback from the teachers and the censors?
I think first we got, because it was the first digital exam, we got the feedback of the whole system. So some of them did not probably do so well in the exam, and it was like people threw up the pain and agony about the new system. But little by little, when we got more feedback, it became more positive. And I think that we are now in the situation where there's really feedback that people really liked it, and it was really something that they wanted the education go. But then there are people who really did not like the exam now, and we have all the feedback. It's really the opposite type of feedback, and I think we are in a good position there.
Thank you so much, Sanna. Kiitoksia for being with us today.
Kiitos,
Thank you.